We're about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And, Charles, you look at this defense, yeah, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Fields. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fields. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fields on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action. Watson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now Fields. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. A good pick up there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. A check down here to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Touchdown! It's complete. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Dolphins, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and 2, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is caught by Mims. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on second down. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They snap it to Fields. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Check, 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 check. Check three.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fields now to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. He'll air this one out from Mims. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the 1st.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again to Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Now Watson.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Watson.
Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Watson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for King.